Hi, welcome back to another live stream. We're going to try this again. This morning didn't go too well. We only had one person pop in. And yeah, let's try this again. Hopefully we'll have a few more folks dropping by. And remember to press the like button so we can get a couple of likes on this live stream. It is now, what time is it? 7 minutes past 5. Hi, Husky Wolf Dog. How are you doing? Glad you could join us. I know you've got somewhere to be. How's the pups? They've got a lot of energy. I don't know how they do it. Rainy. Oh, you guys are actually lucky. Our dam is very, very low. So we're probably having water restrictions not too long from now. Still young, yeah. Good times. Let me see if I can pull up your channel and maybe drop the link in the description. Just give me a second. Let me find that. Oh, there we go. Copy the link. There we go. I'm gonna drop your link there in the description. So if folks jump on here, they can head to your channel. How do you pronounce that? Is it Phalian and Kaiju? Kaiju. No problem. It's a pleasure. Sorry, I drink a lot of coffee. I'm being told that it's not good for me, but anyway. Let's see. Hope we'll get some more folks that pop in. That will be pretty cool. What has everyone been up to? If it's raining, you guys obviously didn't go out on a trip. Phelan and Kaiju. Okay. Any specific reason? Is there a meaning behind those names? I don't have any fancy names like that. Our rabbit's called Bugsy, hence Bugs, Bunny, Rabbit. Simple, nothing fancy. I think he's around here somewhere anyway, running around. Let's see what's going on. Gaelic, okay. That's pretty cool, Gaelic. Yeah, I really don't like frogs, so seeing that huge thing in the tree was, I'm not a fan. Country girl joining us. Well, I mean, hiking in the rain isn't the best. It's okay. Setting up camp and being wet sucks. I've done that before. Well, it was still a great hike, but being cold all night, not being able to sleep, and being 5 degrees outside didn't help much. If it's raining on its own, fine. If it's just cold on its own, it's fine. But if you've got a rainy and cold mixed together, that's a good recipe for disaster. I don't know. I've been told when I was still a little kid, I'd walk around with the stuff in my pockets and such, but for some reason I just can't handle them. I know my wife likes to pester me with frogs and throw them in the back of my shirt or put them on my pillows. But yeah, nah, it's really not something. For some or other reason, I just don't like frogs. I can take snakes and spiders and whatnot, but I don't like a frog. That's just, they don't do it for me at all. People do find it funny. I don't know why. At least I'm not afraid of a cockroach or something like that. Something silly. Or yeah, I guess being afraid of a frog is silly, I suppose. So what area were you guys doing that little walkabout in? Or was it different scenes that you just spliced together for that video? Let me see if I can't pull that up. Country Girl with the frogs. Yeah, yeah. They don't look friendly. They always look angry at you. And I swear when I pass one, they stare at me. National Park. Okay, cool. And that was there in the Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken. Herbert T Outdoors, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Yeah, well, what time is it on your side? We are now 14 minutes past 5. So we're getting close to dinner time, which is always good. I am drinking coffee as usual. 10:15. Okay. Mid-morning, I suppose. So far in the chat, we've got Herbert T Outdoors, Country Girl, and Husky and Wolf Dog. Let me quickly drop Herbert T's link here for you all. For you, there we go. Now, why won't it paste? There we go. So, if those of you who don't know his channel, go have a look. The link is there in the chat section. What have you been up to so far this morning, Herbert? Anything specific? Gone out camping, hiking, or is it just a normal work day? We had a public holiday today, so that's why I was at home all day. It's our election day, so got some couple of hours to sit around and do nothing. Thought I'd try out the live stream feature. That's pretty fun. Country Girl with what trips am I planning next? I'd really like to get back into the Wolkberg Wilderness area. Maybe go for like 2-3 days. We'll see how that pans out. The only issue is getting up there from our side of the mountain is difficult. You need a 4x4 unless someone drops you and you hike all the way up, and I mean that's like 30 k's 40 k's of uphill. Might be less, I don't know, but it feels quite far. Even if you drive up, it takes you about an hour to get to the top. So unless you go from the other side of the mountain, there's an official entrance where you can go in, and we might try it from that way, unless I can find someone that's willing to take me up. Just a little work. Oh, you work from home. That's cool. Rainy day. So you're not the only one having rain. Husky and Wolf Dog, they've got rain that side as well. Yeah, no fishing. something that I'm really not good at, fishing. I've caught my fair share, but I won't say that's something that I am proficient in. Novice. My cousin, he's big into fishing. They do a lot of carp fishing. So that's like all kinds of dupas and thunder. Oh, you guys are having thunder. That's what it's all about. Just to get outside, and it rejuvenates the spirit if you can just get outdoors. I like just Sunday afternoons, maybe just take a short little hike, be out for an hour or so, just to recharge, get ready for the work week. So we're really lucky staying where I am. That's, we've got indigenous forests, there's some pine plantations and blue gum. We've got the huge Zanin Dam, good for fishing. There's a lot of little small dams and stuff around. The Letaba River runs through here. If you go to the whole other side of town, you start getting bushveld. So it's pretty cool. The Moltberg Wilderness area is in my backyard. What sort of work do I do? Do you want the fancy term or the not so fancy term? Okay, I'll give you the fancy term. I'm an office automation technician. So basically a copier technician. I work on printers. It's not the most glamorous profession, but I mean it pays the bills. I enjoy it. Sometimes a challenge. I drive a lot though. That is one thing. I'm on the road constantly, which is good. I mean, I get to know our area, and so it's pretty fun. Remote computer. Okay, you're into IT. Yeah, that's a whole different ball game. I'm not very good with computers, just enough to get by. He was always broken. I don't know how. Some people, you always have issues. Others, they never see you. So I mean, be nice to your copiers. Yes, I remember we were on one of his live chats together. He actually threw out a video today. Let me see if I can get the link for that video about getting to know Mike. That was pretty cool. Let's see if I can get that video. I actually just watched it before I jumped on the live stream. Let me see. Where is it now? There we go. If you haven't watched it yet, go have a look. I mean, Mike's a nice guy. I've really enjoyed getting to know him, and his live streams are fun. I prefer the streams with less people. I don't know, those bigger channels, if they get too crowded, it gets way too crowded. Yeah, well, people are strange. IT and the copier techs, we work together a lot, so we have to know each other. I mean, I can do basic stuff, basic networking and setting up email servers, scanning mail servers and stuff like that, but the more complicated stuff, that's not for me. You guys have a lot of, I don't know, do you use a lot of MacBooks that side? I hate working on Apple computers when we have to set up new printers. I hate Apple. Have you tried switching it on and off again? It usually works. It usually works. Just make sure it's plugged in. So any trips, Herbert, that you're planning? Herbert's outdoors, any trips coming up, fishing? When the rain clears, of course. We've been in the stream 15 minutes, so that's been going quite a while. Asking Wolf talk. Okay, cool. Working with your hands, airbrushing and woodpinning. That's pretty cool. I'm not autistic, or I'm definitely not autistic. That's a fact. Apart from playing a bit of guitar, which I'm not all that good at anyway. Are you moving? Already in the works, or were you moving to different area entirely, different part of the country, or just moving house? Just how's the quality on the video stream? I know the webcam isn't of the greatest quality. It's the only one I could scrounge up. I might invest in a better quality one later on, but for now, this will have to do. Let me see if I can't do some settings here. Okay. Well, I don't know much of the States, so how far apart is that? I know the US is like huge. You must have different time zones in the country. A flat area, would that be like prairie? So I guess that would be prairie. The Netherlands is flat too. Netherlands, what's the language, national language? Is it like Dutch? I think it's, or is it similar? Because I know some of your posts, asking if where you posted, if I read slow enough, I'm able to understand it. Yeah. So Afrikaans and Dutch is very similar. So if we speak very slowly with each other, we should be able to understand each other. Yes, 11, 12 hours apart. That's far. From here to Cape Town, I believe if you drive from us to Cape Town, it takes you, if you drive through without stopping, 2 days. Well, I mean, Afrikaans is Dutch. They've got a lot of Dutch words in. I know there's some words that don't mean the same. So, but there's also a lot of other languages that came in to make the Afrikaans language. But we're proud of it. It's ours. Small country. I've actually never looked on a map what the Netherlands looks like. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Whoa, okay. That is actually pretty tiny. Surrounded by Germany and what was that I missed? Belgium. The Touch of Class is very, very good. That was some pretty nice stuff. I hope it's outdoors checking out. Thank you very much for popping in. Have a lucky day at work. Good luck. Hopefully, you don't have clients giving you too much hassles. Luxembourg. Let me check on the map. Where is that? It's not that far from the UK, actually. Well, I guess it's far, but on the map it doesn't look too. Denmark. Germany is actually huge. Just, country go. I'm from Dutch heritage. I think most of the Afrikaners are Dutch. Touch of Class does a lot of covers. It's got a couple of CDs lying around. I might have to look for one. Visit a bunch of countries in a few hours. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We've got, I don't know, what's the closest to Limpopo? Mozambique, Zimbabwe. There's a couple of countries bordering us. Lesotho, which is actually situated in the middle of South Africa as a whole country on its own. I myself have never been past the border, so I've never been outside the country. We've been going 22 minutes now. Botswana, Namibia, yeah. Mozambique recently has been having a lot of problems with the cyclone they had there. And they sent a lot of relief help from South Africa. So many of our first responders from the side went over to assist with the cleaning up and recovery operations. I've always wanted to visit Europe, so maybe one day my wife and I will get a chance to go over there. I know she would love to go to Greece. I think that is one of the holiday destinations she really wants to go check out. But one day is one day. You know, the rand exchange compared to the rest of the world is terrible. I mean, I think the dollar is now over 16 rand. The euro should be, I think it's 18 rand something. I'm not sure. I may actually check that out. And the pounds, 2 rand. Euro is 16 rand. Okay, dollar 2 rand. Hey, it actually went down. $1 is 14 rand 33. It's okay. £1 is almost 19 rand. Oh, you've been to Greece? That's cool. What are the people like? Country Girl of Mozambique is beautiful, most amazing coastline. I hope to visit it someday. And you can, driving from here to there isn't too bad. The roads are, I've heard, are fine. So I must actually make a point of maybe my wife and I heading that side, do some fishing. It should actually be like a trip, something to plan for the future. What's happening? What's happening? Let's see. Okay, and there we go, Mike. A lot of stray cats and dogs. Oh, okay. Well, you being a dog person, I can understand that. We have a lot of feral cats around town where I'm staying. Luckily, there's a non-profit organization that takes care of them. I think they call it Feral Cats Cine. So they try their best. I mean, people just need to fix their animals, and you wouldn't have all these strays walking around. Greek food is great. I've never had. I've heard it's pretty good. The shelters. We've got the SPCSA. They take in animals and take care of them, but they only have so much room, and there's an influx usually of stray pets and stuff. Especially during the festive season with the fireworks and stuff, a lot of strays. Although it's now no longer allowed in town, so you're not allowed to shoot fireworks at all. Not that people listen, but if you found shooting, you can be arrested. Zimbabwe. Oh, that's very cool. I've also never been to Zim. I've got a bunch of friends from Zimbabwe. Awesome guys. So obviously the people are real nice. I haven't been to the country itself, but maybe one day we'd go there. When do we see the bunny? He's around there somewhere, but to try and catch him, that's the problem. I have no idea where the bunny is at the moment. He ran around here earlier. And let me see. He really sits here by my feet. But yeah, I'll see if I can get all of them. He's extremely fast, so it's a two-person job. If he doesn't want to feel like cuddling today, you won't catch him. I wish there was a way I could overlay some photos, then I would have showed you a photo. Maybe on the next live stream I'll get all of them beforehand. A magician's buddy, yes, I have to get it out of the hat. It's very similar to that, yeah. Where is he? I have no idea. He tends to disappear and then reappear, and it can hop quite a bit. We actually catch him nowadays jumping on the bed, so that's pretty fun. I think for the next live stream I'll try and catch him beforehand. Asking Wolf Talk, you need to go. No problem. Have a lucky evening or morning. I don't know what time it is there. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining us, and say hi to the pups. Well, I think if no one else is going to join the live stream, we might sign out. Maybe try again a little later tonight. And I think I've had my full, and we can try again over the weekend or so. Like I said, today is Wednesday, so there is still time before the weekend. And let me just wait for 30 minutes. There we go. Thank you everyone who popped in for the live stream. Husky, Wolf Dog, Country Girl, and Herbert T Outdoors. Hope you all have a lucky day. and I'll see you on the next live stream.